All things that goes on in your life, it's not by chance. See, your life, your existence, your perception of reality are reflections of you. I'm Lindsay, and this is Knowledge Uprising. Who are you? Why is your life this way? Why is your life that way? With that being said, we're going to talk about why you are the way you are. Why I am the way I am. From birth to the age of 7 years old, it's a fact. 95% of a life is already written. 95% of us is at 0 to 7 years of age. From 0 to 7, the mind has a low vibration. And kids are experiencing the red pill because they come out the womb and they're experiencing life. The program of life is from when you're born to you're 7. That facilitates the rest of your life, period. And I'm going to break that down. So, what is that? What do we call that? Programming, conditioning, because overall it's the program of life. It's the program of life you're going to go by for the rest of your life. It's the subconscious. So look at it like this. When you are a baby, learning to alleviate your tongue. When you're a toddler, having an imagination. Now, what is an imagination? Imagination is things that are imaginary. You're imagining things that they're, but see, kids, they're soaking in everything. They're like a sponge. So from that period, from when they are 0 to 7, they're taking in everything. Now, this is going to explain why we are who we are. See, now, during that time period between 1 and 7, kids learn to talk, understand, recognize colors. And they're really still unconscious. They're being intuitive. They're learning to become conscious. That's how they get all the traits from their parents. That comes back to that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. And I'm going to break that down in a minute also. So, in that little time lapse of 1 to 7, kids learn tongue. They learn right from wrong. Now, who are teaching them all these things besides the institutionalized school? Their parents, the kids they're around, their family. Through those things that facilitate and makes the program of their life. That makes the person they gonna be for the rest of their life. The Jesuits been saying for 400 years, you give us a kid from birth, I will make the man or woman they will be by the age of 7. You see that? We're being subconsciously programmed, not knowing. That's why people say I'm white, I'm black, and they lean towards their parents, and they take the values and morals of their parents, and because you're not gonna lie, you get most of your traits from your parents and your experiences throughout life, right? So now the thing is, okay, so let's talk about that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now this is relative to how we are the way we are, and it's relative to the program called life. It's all about thought. Now, that being said, it's when you are rich, it's like you're trained to stay rich, and when you're poor, you're trained to stay poor. Now, when I say that, it's because when you're rich, you don't have to be successful, but can be successful in life. But when you're poor, it's like it's always the odds against you. You're going through a struggle, going through things in your life, always wanting to do better, always get stuck in a bind and never can get out that bind. And it seems like every day is a challenge, and shit is so damn hard. But if you're rich, it's like you got everything you want. See, when you're rich, you disregard everything that doesn't have to do with you pertaining to become richer. And that's just the way it is. So that's why you gotta be willing to write more programs. Get them old thoughts out your head, make new thoughts, you know what I'm saying, to overlap them thoughts, to rewrite them thoughts. Because if you don't, you'll be in the same circle over and over again. So that's why when stuff becomes challenging and hard, you're really trying to rewrite that program. You're trying to understand what you are receiving. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to want to do better in order to know better, and all that stuff. You just got to want to do better. How do you break out of a unwanted program? Now, a program is simply a state, a particular condition that something in at a specific time. A particular condition that something or someone is in at a particular time. Now, what's the state? A condition of something, especially in regards to its appearance, quality of working order or working order. So just think about that. So in order to rewrite these negative programs and to make new programs and manifest it into the physical, you first have to have the thought. You have to. It's this repetitious thing you have to do. It's like you're training your brain. You're learning something new, and when you learn something new, it becomes repetitive, and repetitive becomes a habit. And now you be stuck in that realm. And what's a realm? A field or domain of activity or interest. Now, once you get stuck in that realm, you open up a new reality within your reality. But that's basically why we are the way we are. Because we're born like that since birth. We're being programmed these things subconsciously, not even knowing we've been programmed with. That's why people still say black, white, and they prefer this thing over another, because they get the traits from their parents, their family, school, and just basically interests of the things they like. That's why we are the way we are. So we got to be wanting to put new programs in our mind. That means reprogram stuff. And when I say stuff, reprogram the bullshit out your mind. We got to be wanting to wake up, because that's the digestion of the red pill. The red pill is knowledge, freedom, and the hurtful truth of reality. Seeing reality for what it is. That's all I got to say. Peace. So the next time you want to know why someone is the way they are, just understand. From 1 to 7, a kid is intuitive. A kid soaking in anything. A kid learns everything naturally between them ages. You get what I'm saying? They say a kid learns everything when they're 5, but when they're at 7, they're aware of everything. So it's just like that. And then with the knowledge that they have from 1 through 7, that's them for the rest of their life. You can't change that. That's a fact. The only thing you can do is create new programs, which is thoughts. So you won't be in that same repetitious traits that your parents was in. You know, you want to learn more, do more. That's how some people different from their parents, because they take them programs and make new programs.